Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة
عليكم
الله.
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
How's everyone?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So Muhammad, where is Ibrahim?
Alhamdulillah. Ben?
Yeah, brother Muhammad, where is Ibrahim?
Where's Ibrahim?
Ibrahim not joining us?
No, he won't be joining you this time. He won't be joining us this time. It's just me and Muhammad this time.
Okay. All right. Welcome.
रिकॉर्ड कर लेते हैं ना पूरी चीज को रिकॉर्ड करना है
Okay. Just waiting for people to come in. Inshallah, we'll start soon.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Okay. So can you guys see my screen by any chance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So did you guys, did anybody got a chance to look at the material I sent you? And also, did you guys do any review?
Mute.
Mute? Okay. All right. Well, I can only make dua and encourage you or encourage everyone, including myself, that without the review, whatever we're going to learn is not going to go too far. Anyhow, my job is to keep going, and inshallah hope that you guys will see the benefit of that. Okay, so in today's lecture, we are going to cover the review of number, which is adad, right? Now, who remember what adad means? What are we talking about?
Number.
Yes, but what is
If a noun is single, dual,
Singular, plural, and
very good job. So
wahid, jama, and
yeah. So we're talking about wahid, then we're talking about
musanna.
musanna, and we're talking about jama, right? And then we know that, but this belongs to what? Noun. This is one of the characteristics of the noun. What was the other characteristic? The first one?
gender.
Jins, which is gender. So when we are trying to identify the number, we need to know whether we are talking about male or female. Yes? So gents will go here. Okay? Now, we also know that a noun has a status. And we are also going to review status in detail, hopefully in the next session or next week, inshallah. And we know that status could be rafa, nasab, and jar. Okay, and we know that when a noun is a rafa, it is acting as an object. No, subject. Yeah. When it's nasab, is acting as object. And jar is either relationship or we have some other stuff. Okay. So I want to tell you any Arabic word, any Arabic noun by default is in the status of Rafa. Status of Rafa. What does that mean? If I want to say a Muslim, I'm going to write Muslimun. That is my default status of a noun. Making sense? Okay. So if I say kitab, and if I have to put the Arab, we're going to say kitab. Yes. If I say something like masjid, so it will be masjid. Okay. So keeping that in mind, if I take the jins male and I want to talk about a Muslim, I'm going to say Muslim. In order to make the Muslim into two, I would have to say Muslimun plus
An.
So it will become Muslim.
Musliman.
Mani.
And that tanween will disappear, will be with one, and there will be Muslimani. That means two Muslim men. Yes? If I have to do the jama of that, I'm going to say Muslimun.
Muslimani is not a Tumma.
Sorry, Muslimani. Okay. So we'll say Muslimun, then the una sound. So then it will become Muslimu. No. That means two plus Muslim men. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So if this is our formula, if this is how we do it, then doesn't matter what word I give you, you should be able to make the musanna and the jama. Yes? So let me give you an example of a female. When you make a Muslim, which is a Muslim, into a female Muslim,
Tani.
Muslima, then what you do? You put gold ta, you know the round ta, ta marbuta,
Tamarbuta.
Muslima.
Tun.
Okay. So similarly, Muslima Tani. Making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But when we go to the Jama, we don't say Muslimatuna. We are going to say Muslimatun. Muslima. So based on this information, now if I give you any noun, you should be able to make the dual and you should be able to make the Jama. Also, if I asked you to do the gender, you know how to make the gender, change the gender of a noun by adding golta or the round tamarbuta. Okay. Any questions before I move on? No questions? Everybody is 100% clear on this?
Alhamdulillah.
Then maybe I should start a quiz. Okay, nobody. Everybody's so quiet today.
Good idea. Good idea. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, do you guys have a piece of paper?
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody has a piece of paper like the way I have it?
No, I don't have it.
Okay.
Yes.
So I give you a couple of minutes or 1 minute to go get a pen and a piece of paper. And what you can do basically, when I'm writing, you try to write the way I'm writing and see if you can follow me. Okay. So on the top line, I'm going to write Wahid. Then I'm going to write Musanna. And I'm going to write Jama. Okay. And here I'm going to write male. Okay. So the word is Salihun. What is the meaning of Salihun?
Righteous.
A righteous man, right?
Right.
And if I have to give you the female of that, what will that will be?
Salihatun.
Salihat.
Salihatun. Okay. So now, who can give me the musanna of this?
Salihan.
Salihan. Salihani.
One at a time. One at a time. Maybe raise your hand or say, I want to go first.
I'll keep quiet.
Okay. Anybody?
Yeah, brother, go ahead. This is
Brother Fazal, Afzal,
Salihani.
Salihani. Okay. Can you write it down while you're saying that so that you know what you're saying? Salihani. Now, what will be the female of that? Any sisters want to take it?
Salihatun. Salihatun.
Salihatani.
Oh, Salihatun.
Right? Okay. What about the Jama for male?
Salihuna.
Salihuna. Did I write it right or no? Salihuna. Okay.
Right.
Salihuna. What about the female?
Salihat.
Saliha.
Tun.
Salihatun. Okay. So what we're doing here? The noun ism plus ani sound. Ani. And here ism plus una sound. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing here. Identical. But here ism plus tun. Okay. Did you guys write this down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did everybody write it down and they know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, can you wait for a moment?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you guys are
If I have another word called, we will write again, Wahid. Musanna, Jama. Right? Male and then female. Kafirun. What is kafirun?
Disbeliever.
unbeliever.
Unbeliever, non-believer, right? Kafirun, non-believer.
Yeah, disbeliever.
Okay, what is the musanna? Who can tell me?
Kafir.
Kafirani.
Kafirani.
Kafira. Yes. And then
Kafirun.
kafi,
Iluna.
kafiruna. Yes. Okay. What is the female of this?
Kafiratun.
Kafira.
Yeah, Abid, somebody's mic is making too much noise. Can you please mute them?
Okay. Hang on. Is that you, Sister Rafi?
No, not me.
Not you. Okay, let me see. Who is that? Okay. MashaAllah, I have a lot of people here. Can somebody mute their mic I think they did. No, they did not. Okay, so I'm going to mute everyone and then you unmute yourself when you want to talk. Okay. Okay. So the female for kafira is, or kafirun is?
Kafiratun.
Tun. Kafira. Kafiratani. My handwriting is really bad today. And kafira?
Tun.
Tun. Can you guys see my screen or no? Okay.
No, it's hanged.
You're frozen.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah, now it's
Oh,
back.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Similarly, if I go again, and if I go male and female, so sometime I may not have a female of it because kitab, for example, I have kitab. What will be? Kitabun, right? Kitabun, what will be two books?
Kitabani.
Very good. Kitabani. And then what will be Jama?
Kitabuna.
Kutub.
Kutubun.
Kutubun. Who said kutubun?
Me. Fazilat.
So, why did you say kutubun and not kitabun?
It's a broken plural.
It's a broken.
It's a broken.
Jamar Mukassar.
Jama mukassar. Very good. So what is the definition of Jama mukassar? The definition is when you have
And
a
we'll follow the
noun.
rule.
Yes, let me tell you what the rule is. When you have a noun and when you're making a Jama and the whole noun is present in the Jama, that one is known as Jama Salim
Salim.
or sound plural. Making sense? But when you make a Jama and that noun is broken and it is not coming as in the original form, then that is known as Jama Mukassar or the broken plural. Now, I want you to note one thing. When the name or the ism is zat, you know, it is kitab name of a thing?
Yes.
Yes. Kafir, is kafir the name of a man or is a characteristics of a person? Okay, there is somebody's mic is really bad. Are you guys able to hear me clear or is it me?
No, it's someone else. They turned off their mic.
No, she has turned off now. It's okay.
Okay. All right. So I was saying that is kafir a real name of a person or is it a quality or an adjective?
It's an adjective.
Adjective. Similarly, when I say salihun, is that a adjective? Is that a quality of somebody?
Yes, adjective.
Okay. So when the rule of the thumb is, you will notice that whenever you have a quality or an adjective, Jama will be Jama Salim. Okay. So keep that in mind. So whenever the name or the ism is like an adjective, it is going to be most likely Jama Salim. But when it is a zat, ism zat is the name of the object or, you know, the actual name, then it will be Jama Mukassar. Okay. Now this ism kafir, there are always exceptions. For example, we know that kafir or kafirun, the Jama is also known as kuffarun. Have you heard this word kuffarun?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be written as kuffarun and it's also be written as kafiruna. So this one has an exception. This word can be written as kuffarun as a broken plural or as sound plural. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So if I give you another word, masjidun, what will be the plural of masjidun?
Masjid.
Masajid. Masajid.
Masajid. So what happened here? Masajid. Is it broken or is it sound?
It's broken.
Broken. Can you say masjiduna? Can you say masjiduna?
No.
Have you heard masjiduna somewhere?
No.
No.
No. So this is again, it's a ism zat. It's a name of a place. So most likely it is going to be a broken plural. Yes? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I want to give you another word called.
I have a question on masjidun.
Yes, sir.
So you mentioned masajid is the jama.
Yes.
How about the masna, the dual for masjid? Is
Masjidani.
it masjidani?
Masjidani.
Right?
It's still masjidani.
Masjidani, yeah. We're talking about the tangent we had was about the jama, because we know that jama could be like a sound or broken. So we wanted to distinguish what is known as sound plural and what is known as broken plural. Right?
So there's no sound and broken in masna.
Musanna is totally different because we're talking about wahid, musanna, jama. So this is singular, this is dual, and this is plural. So we would, whenever we're talking about musanna, it is going to be, the formula is ism plus ani sound. Yes. So this rule will apply whatever the noun, you add ani to it to make it dual. For example, we have a word called yatimun. What is yatimun?
Yatimani.
Yatimun means an orphan, right?
Often, yeah.
So yati
Mani.
mani. Now who can tell me where did you find this word? In which surah? There is one particular surah I'm talking about.
Surah Kahf.
Surah Kahf. When Hazrat Khizr was, you remember the wall was about to break and he fixed the wall, and Hazrat Musa said you could have charged the money for this, and then he told the story of the two orphans when he explained that why did he fix the wall. So what was under the wall?
Gold.
The treasure of those which belonged to these two,
buried by their parents.
yatimani. Similarly, a boy or a young teen boy is known as ghulam. In Arabic, there is a word called ghulam. Ghulam means a young youth boy. So what is the dual of ghulam?
Ghulamani.
Ghulamani. Now if you open the same surah, you will find ghulamani and yatimani in the same ayah. Yes?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, maybe
Imani Ghulamani.
two orphan boys or two young orphan youths. So what is the rule for musanna? The ism and the ani sound. For the jama, sound. For the plural one, we have ism plus una sound. And for the female, ism plus un. So what I do when I am trying to memorize this, I am trying to pay a lot of attention to these formulas, because once I know the formula, I can apply it and I can make 100 words or 200 words. Doesn't matter. Huh? Any ism you give it to me, I will take it on the basis of this formula. Yes, making sense? Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about something else. Okay. I'm going to do a new share. and I'll take you to my PDF, and let's look at this lesson here. And you already have this, by the way. You have all this material in the Google Drive. So here, when we're dealing with adad, which is al-adad, which means a number, okay? And it has singular, it has dual, and the plural. Now, what is the names? I am calling it wahid, and we can also call it mufrad. What we can call it? Mufrad. Al-musanna and al-jama. Dual and plural. So we also talked about halat rafa, and the Arab and the number and the gender, they're kind of connected with each other. So this lecture, I'm only going to talk about the halat rafa, and the next lecture we'll talk about how to find the status of a noun based on its gender and the number. Okay, so you can see some example here. Muslimun, Muslimani. This is the singular and this is the dual, but they are in the status of rafa. Yes, Muslimun, Muslimani. And I don't want to talk about the other statuses because we'll do it next time. So look at here. وَأَمَّا الْجِدَارُ فَكَانَ لِغُلَامَيْنِ يَتِيمَيْنِ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ. So, and as for the wall, it belongs to 2 orphan boys in the city. لِغُلَامَيْنِ يَتِيمَيْنِ. So how do we know that the gulamani become gulamaini and yatimani become yatimaini? Because they are in the status of nasab. And I don't want to confuse you right now, so just explaining to you high level. But inshallah, next time we will talk about that how come gulamani change into gulamaini. Yes? And some of you, if you've been paying attention all this time, so you already know why is gulamaini and yatimaini. Okay? So similarly, when we have muslimatun, muslimatani, yeah? And again, ja'alna li ahdihima jannataini. Jannataini is what? Jannah is what? In Arabic, Jannah means a garden. Jannah is garden, right? So what is the 2 gardens? Jannatani. You can see over here. Jannatani. Waliman khafa maqama rabbihi jannatani. And for him who feared to stand before his Allah are 2 gardens.
I just have a question.
Yes, sir.
I had to leave the meeting for like a few minutes and I missed it, but why is the first one Taini and then Tani?
Okay. So I can explain to you that. However, I said, let's leave that for till next lesson because I want to talk about the status. So this changing of Jannatani into Jannataini has to do with the status. So today, because the status understanding will come with the adad and the gender, that is why I'm trying to explain to you how the gender and number are working together to give you the Jama, Musanna and the Wahid. The next lesson will tell you how the Jannatani changes into Jannataini. So to the simple answer for your question is, today, whatever we saw was status of Rafa. Because by default, Arabic nouns are in the status of Rafa. Now, in order to change the Rafa into Nasab and Jar, we have some rules, and those rules changes with the gender and the number. Yeah? Okay. So inshallah, we will talk about that. So again, sound plural and broken plural. We covered all of that. You have this material. Take a look at it on your own time. And then if you have a question, then we will talk about it. Okay. Similarly here, again, this book here, Kitab, Ani, Kitabani. Kalam, Ani, Kalamani. Shajaratan, Ani, Shajaratani. Zahratun, Ani, Zahratani. 2 flowers, 2 trees, 2 pens, 2 books. Making sense? Then how do you make a dual from singular? You add after the noun, the Ani sound. Everybody clear on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now here it's a sentence, so it is more involved. At-Talibani Zakiyani, meaning two intelligent students. Zakiyani mean intelligent. So if is the noun is plural, the dual, then the next noun has to be dual. Making sense?
Yeah.
So 2 intelligent students. So inshallah we'll talk about it more. And then these exercises, if you remember, we did that when we originally learned this. So Rajulun, Rajulani.
Rajulaini.
What is the Jama?
Rajulaini.
No, Rajul. Rujul. What is the, no, Rijalun. Sorry. Rajalun, Rajulun, Rajulani, Rijalun. What is the Jama of Rajul? Can somebody help me?
Rijal.
Rijal.
Rijal. Rijalun.
Rijalun. Okay. Okay. Is everybody able to hear me? Fine, because one sister is complaining that she's not able to hear me clearly. Are you guys having any issues hearing me?
No.
Right now it's good.
Okay, it's good, right? Yes, brother Javed, you had a question?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I mean, I had also the problem of hearing, but that's okay. No, it's okay.
Now, somebody help me with this. Tiflun. Tiflun is a child.
Yeah.
So 2 child will be
Tiflani.
Tiflani. And what will be more than 2?
Atfal.
Itfalun. Is it Jama Mukassar or is it Jama Salim?
Mukassar.
Mukassar. Okay. Sadikun.
Sadiqaini.
Sadiqani.
Sadikani. And Sadi
Sadiquna.
Puna. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay. Muallimatun or muallimatu. Al muallimatu. Why is it al muallimatu and not muallimatun?
Proper noun.
Proper noun.
There
There is al in the beginning, so one of the tanween dropped. So what is al muallimatu?
The
Teacher.
feminine
Female teacher or a female teacher, right?
the teacher.
The female teacher. So what will be the dual of this?
Tani.
Al muallima tani.
Tani.
What will be the teachers or the female teachers plural?
Muallimat.
Al-Muallimat.
Al muallimatun. Al
Tani.
muallimatun.
Two.
Right? Okay. All right. So inshallah, this is what I wanted to cover for the singular plural. Now, are we clear or are we more confused?
Somewhat clear, not very
So
good.
clear, yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
It will be confusable when we are like adding nasab or jar.
Yes, the confusion part comes when we are dealing with the status and the number and the gender. But inshallah, if you exercise or the way I did it on a piece of paper, if you write it down that way and simply apply the formula on any noun, then you take things into consideration whether this noun is a isme zat or isme, this is like a quality, then we know that it will be Jama Salim or Jama Mukassar. And Musanna is very simple. Doesn't matter what word I give you, add ani sound or ani in front of it. Yes?
Yes.
So keep those formulas. If do you know math, guys?
Yeah.
Were you able to do math when you were going to school?
Yeah.
So we know that x plus y is equal to z, right? So we know, if you want to find z and somebody gives me x and y, if I know the formula, I'll just apply the formula and I get the value of the z. Yeah. So I'm
Yes,
saying,
exactly. Yeah.
so Musanna is my Z, and X and Y is my values. So Muslim is noun X, Ani is Y. I add X to Y, and then I get my Z, Muslimani. So apply that concept and just simply apply the rule. Okay. So right now it's 10:35. As promised, we are going to change our direction a little bit, and I'm going to show you question. Anybody has a question?
Hi. Yes. Sorry. I have a question.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
In the noun you said طفل, it's a جمع مكسر, right? So
Say that again.
طفل.
Tiflun, yes.
Yes, it's a جمع مكسر.
Yes.
How would it be written with ism plus una?
It will be tiflun. Tiflun is a child, one child.
Yes.
Tiflani, two child, right? And male.
Yes.
Atfalun. Atfalun. Right? Atfalun. Atfalun will be the Jama Mukassar.
Oh, can you spell it?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see if I can. I'm going to open my camera one more time and show you how to do that. Okay. So Atfalun. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty much the same thing except you add an alif at the beginning.
Yes. So there was Tiflun, right?
Yes.
And then we know that Tiflani.
Yes, that's dual. Sorry, plural.
Yes. And then Atfalun.
Dual. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So again, writing will really help you, and you have a lot of material to look at. And if you just follow these PDFs, the next thing I was going to show you, that look at here. And this one, if I show you that how in the Google Drive, how will you find it, is this is how you're going to find it. So here, I'm going to show you the structure of, just bear with me. So in the Google Drive, you will see something like this. You will see lesson number 4, classification of noun, number. In the number, you will find this lesson, which is without the...
Are you showing you the screen? Okay, no.
Yeah, I'm. Can you see my screen, by the way?
Not yet. I'm just waiting for the thing to come on.
Okay. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Or the other screen? Oh, okay. Sorry. I want to show you another screen. Yes, you're right. So let me show you. This is screen right here. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I said in the class lessons, when you go to the Google Drive, you will see lesson number 4. In lesson number 4, you'll find these two files, one without the Quranic verses and one with the Quranic verses. And then you'll find the word list. Okay. And then you will find the solutions for the exercises right here. So what I'm showing you right now, can you see my PDF? Can somebody see my PDF?
Yeah.
The lesson 4 solution.
Okay, let me see. I don't think you can see my PDF yet, so I have to share again. So share, and then again, or can you guys see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So look at this list.
Now I see the link.
Remember the vocabulary part? We said we're going to learn some vocabulary, right? Now this information is with you since day 1. But unfortunately, maybe you overlooked it, you didn't take a look at it. So here is your chance to catch up. So, any questions?
Yes, I have a question. I
Can't
don't
hear
have
you
the
anymore.
material.
You cannot hear me?
Okay, now I hear you. Okay. Are you quiet all this time? For last 2 weeks?
I don't know. Something is. I have a mic here. Maybe it's moved. Can you hear me now?
I think we can hear you right
Hello?
perfectly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's look at this. Some of these words. Kariyatun. What is Kariya?
Village?
Village.
Village.
Village. Now look at that. Now what will be the musanna?
Kariyatani.
Kariyatani. Simple. No need to worry. Just add the ani sound, right? But look at the plural. Quran.
Quran.
Quran, right? So it is, what kind of jama is it?
Must be surah.
Broken, right? Because it is not, is the whole word Kariya is not in there, right? Right?
That's the regular pattern.
Okay. So similarly here, mirfakun. Mirfakun. What is mirfakun? Elbow.
Yeah, Marafiq. The Quran is the Marafiq for the wudu.
Right? So when you read the verse of the wudu, you'll find the word mirfak there. And what is the jama? Marafiku. What does that mean? Marafiku.
2 elbows.
It is a jama mukassar. Musannif or musannafun. Right? Musannafun. What is musannafun?
Writer?
Writer, author, right? And what is the plural?
Musannifun.
Musannafuna.
Sanafuna.
Right? Is it jama salim or jama mukassar?
Jama Salim.
Jama salim. Why? Because the whole noun is present in the jama. Now think about it. An author is the name of a person, or is it a quality or an adjective of a person?
Is a quality.
Quality. So what did I say? That most of the time when it's a quality and not the actual name, it is going to be a jama salim.
Yes, yes. And then
Right? Muhaddasun. What is muhaddasun?
Narrator?
Narrator, a speaker, a transmitter of prophetic traditions. So a person who read a hadith to you is also known as muhaddis. Right? When I say, okay, let me tell you a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so I am the muhaddas. I am the speaker, a transmitter of the prophetic tradition. Now, what is the plural of it? Muhaddasuna. Muhaddasuna. What does that mean? Is it is jama salim or jama mukassar?
Salim.
Salim. It'll be nice if other people can participate a little bit.
Masala is simple. The word is enough.
Okay, so this list can go long. There's a long list of things. And again, this is the part where I was saying that we need to do some vocabulary. Okay, what is kaab? Kaabun. Ankle. Again, if you read the verse of the wudu, you'll find kaabain. Kaabain is 2 ankles. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So, should it not be kabane?
yes.
Okay, it is kaabane. However, that is the halate rafa. Kaabaini is halate nasab or jar.
Oh, okay, that will come later. But
Yes.
the plural,
We will talk about,
sorry, the
inshallah,
dual
next
is kabane.
Yes, Kabani is always there, but again,
Abu.
Kabani is halate rafa. Okay, when we say Kabaini, that means we're talking about 2 ankles, but in the status of either nasab or jar. Okay, Haddad. What is Haddad? What is Hadith?
What is?
Iron.
Iron. A person who deals with the iron, what do we call him?
Haddad.
A blacksmith. Haddad. A person who molds the iron or who forms the iron into different shapes. So Haddad is the blacksmith. Haddaduna, plural of blacksmiths. Now, is it a name or is it a quality of a person?
Equality.
It's an adjective. So that is why the Jama.
Salim.
Salim.
The ankle is the name of something. So again, it is not Kabuna, it is Kaubun. Kaubun, which is broken plural. Yes?
Is there a rule if there is a broken plural? Because we are seeing a different.
No.
Yes, again, the rule is that you will learn this by practice. It is not a, like, I don't have a simple rule saying that, okay, add ani or this in front of it. For Jama Salim and for Musanna, I have those rules. But these you would have to learn by learning the vocabulary and with experience.
But this is quite confusion because here the kaubaini we can say too, right? If it's
No, I don't. No. We cannot say Kaubun. Ubuna. I don't think that is allowed here. It's not that exception. It could be. I'm not that knowledgeable. It could be, but again, with Jama Mukassar, you will have this challenge of learning it by learning the vocabulary, right? For example, again, glass. Look at this. Ku'usun. It's the same format, but this is one form of making Jama Mukassar. Okay. Sani'un. What is Sani'un? The maker of something. Right? Sani'un.
Craftsman.
Craftsman, right? So what is the plural of it? The plural is Sani'una. Sani'una. Now it is Salim or Mukassar?
Jama Salim.
Jama Salim. So inshallah, please go ahead and spend some time on this. I tell you something, and look at this, there are more stuff here. See, we know Sajidun, Sajiduna. Okay, for example, my name here, Abidun, Abiduna. So Abid is worshipper. So the Jama of worshipper is worship, Abiduna. It is Jama Salim or Jama Mukassar?
Salim.
Why? Because it is a quality, right? Safiyun, meaning a stupid person. But then the plural is Sufaha'u. So is it broken or is it Salim?
Broken.
Okay. Okay. Similarly, Shakir. We know what Shakir is. Shakiruna. Sabir. Sabiruna. Right?
There are Salim.
Kanitatun. Kanitatun. So an obedient woman and many obedient or plural of obedient women. Inshallah, there is a big list here. There are 3 pages. So if you really want to learn something like the vocabulary, this is your friend. Jara. Jaratun mean a neighbor. And is it a male or female?
Female.
Female. So Jaratun. Right? Muslimatun. Muslimatun. Jarun or Jaratun. Jaratun. Jaratun, right? Similarly, Jalisatun, a sitting woman. Jalisatun.
Jalisat.
Khashi'un. What is khashi'un? A person who fears Allah, who's submissive. Then the plural is khashi'una. Zakiratun. Zakiratun. Female. The female who remembers, who do the zikr. Okay. Raki'un. Raki'una. The one who kneels. Ruku. You know what we do in the salah? Okay. So inshallah, let's quickly look at some other stuff. I'm going to share one more screen with you. And let's look at that for a second. Okay. Now, do you remember this screen from last time?
Yes.
Did we look at it? Did we get a chance to look at this?
Yes.
Only one yes. Everybody, can somebody?
I've got a question. Is this only available online, or can you download this?
You know, Brother Javed, there is so much information. Why would you like to download this?
Okay, okay.
Right? It is like a library of things, right? So as long as this website is on, alhamdulillah, just use it as much as possible. So last time we looked at this one verse, right? We said, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi allazi anzala ala abdihi al-kitaba wa lam yajal lahu iwaja. We said, all praise is for Allah, the one who has revealed to his slave the book and not has made in it any crookedness. We looked at that verse last time, and we look at the syntax and morphology, and then you will know that what we talked about. Okay, so here the next verse says qayyiman, meaning straight. Is what is it? Is it adjective? And what can you tell from the haraka here? It is a meme and alif. Is it a male or a female?
Male.
Male. Why? And what status is this?
Nasab.
Nasab. So look at this: accusative, masculine, singular, indefinite, adjective. Why is it indefinite?
There's no
al.
No al, right?
And tanween.
And tanween. No, tanween is there. Yeah, there is no, yeah, okay. Qayyiman or qayyimal li yunzira. Li yunzira. What is this li here? Lam here. Lam there. Preposition. And the yunzira is the verb.
Yes.
So what are we the continuation of the surah, the verse mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who revealed his book on his servant, which is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he did not make any crookedness in it, meaning everything in the Quran is crystal clear and straightforward. Then it's continuing from there, qayyiman, meaning straight, to warn ba'san, of a punishment, shadidan, a severe punishment from him. You know, he is trying to warn us, and وَيُبَشِّرَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and to give glad tidings to the believers, those who do the righteous deeds. أَنَّ لَهُمْ أَجْرًا حَسَنًا. Why? So that to them there is a good reward. Yes? So let's look at this again. Qayyiman, we know that it is accusative, masculine, singular, indefinite, adjective. We know all these things by now. Accusative mean is nasab, masculine mean is male, singular mean is wahid, and indefinite mean it is capacity is common noun, and adjective mean it is a siffa, it's a quality. Okay, li yunzira, it is yunzira is fele mudare. The person you haven't, some of you haven't learned that, but one of my class we have gone up to fele mudare. So fele mudare for a third person, masculine singular is an imperfect tense. Why is it imperfect? Because the past tense is perfect tense and fele mudare is imperfect tense. And again, the lam here is the preposition. Ba'san is a noun. That means a punishment. Now, is it alif and double fatha here? Fatatan, what is this status?
Nasab.
Nasab. So when a noun is in the status of nasab, we call it some mansub. That this has been mansub. Right? Look at it. Accusative is nasab. Masculine, muzakkar. Indefinite is a common noun. And basically it is a noun. Shadidan. And people who are from Pakistan, when we say something shadid, what does that mean? Shadid garmi hai, shadid severe, right? So shadidan, there is a fatatan and alif. So what does it tell me? What is the status?
Accusative.
Accusative.
Which is nasab, and it's a male. Why? Because there is a fatatan and alif.
Alif.
Towards the end. So accusative, masculine, singular, indefinite, adjective. What is min?
From
Min is from, but
Preposition.
it is a preposition. What do we call a preposition in Arabic?
Harf
Jar.
Yeah.
And what does it do to the next thing? It brings it to
Halati jar.
Halati jar, right? So again, milladunhu. Now here the who is what?
Attached pronoun.
Attached pronoun.
Oh, because it's being.
Yes. When we have an attached pronoun, then we know that this is in the status of jar.
Ladunho.
Dunho. Milladunhu.
Can you explain that, brother? Just I couldn't understand ladun.
Okay. Milladunhu, meaning this ha is a pronoun.
Correct.
Yes. And it is an attached one because it's attached to the verb or the noun. The noun is attached. And when it's attached and when there is a preposition before it, is in the status of jar. So for that.
So the root word is ladun?
Yes. Yes, I think it's a, sorry.
Yeah.
Ladun, yeah, maybe this is the word, but I don't know too much about it. So we'll talk about it some other time. But let's.
Noun will not have these root letters. Only words will have root
Yes,
letters.
noun, verb, we know that have root letters. Maybe Brother Louis, we need your help. Are you around?
Yes, brother.
Can you please help us with this, Milladun?
So noisy in my place.
Okay. Okay. Give it a shot.
Okay, what's the question again, brother?
Question is, when we talk about root letters, do the root letters apply to the nouns as well, or is only for verbs?
For verb only.
Verb only. So there is no root
Yes.
letters here, right? So ladun is the part of.
As they say in Arabic, nouns are not justified. You can't justify the noun. You can't find the root for it. You can. Sometimes there are derivatives, but it's not a rule.
I see. So we have to just learn the verb, the noun.
Yes.
So the noun is ladun.
near him.
Because right now there is a pronoun attached with it, right? So we're saying near him, right? Which is our so milladunhu, dunhu. Okay. Anyway, we'll come back to here. Come back to this one, Brother Javed. But look at here, it's a third person, masculine, singular, possessive pronoun. Now, tell me something. By reading this description, are you guys able to have a picture in your mind at what we are talking about?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And you know that we have learned all of that. You know that, right?
Yes.
Can somebody second that for me? That yes, even though I'm maybe not 100% clear, but I am familiar with all these words.
Yes.
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 Okay. So the thing we have to do is to make ourselves perfect. And how do we make ourselves perfect? Is by reading it, doing it, thinking about it, pondering on it, right?
More practice. I think sometimes we do understand, but then when we read twice and then we get more connected.
Now, who can give me a commitment that maybe not tonight, but tomorrow morning, they will go over this lecture one more time,
Yes.
Yes, you got it from me.
right?
Inshallah tomorrow.
If
Sometime
you
tomorrow.
give me that, half an hour of review, wallahi, next class you will be more prepared than before.
Yes.
And the motivation I can leave you with is this. When you spend money on something, let's say you spend $100 on something. When you give $100 to somebody, you get something in return. Yes? Now, if you give $100 and in return you get $10 worth of stuff, are you going to be happy or are you going to be mad?
Not happy.
Not happy because you spend $100, but in return you got only $10 worth of stuff. You want 100% because you spend $100, right?
Yeah.
So similarly, when you are spending this time in your knowledge and in return you're getting 0, or maybe you're all the time feeling like square to zero or back to square one, doesn't that make you mad? Don't you feel like that you spend your time is money, right? In this country, your time is money. So when you don't get anything out of it, you should be feeling mad. And then you should not let that happen to yourself. Yes? So tomorrow morning, if you guys can find 15, 20 minutes or half an hour, or maybe 2 sittings of half an hour, and write it down and repeat it to yourself, make yourself understand, inshallah, then it will stick in your mind. It will stick in your brain.
Inshallah.
Okay? Memorize the formulas. It is not hard. It will only hard if you don't take it seriously. It's only hard as long as you are not ready to do the due diligence on this. I cannot stress enough. I have the same problem with my family. My kids, they don't listen to me and they don't practice. But what can I do? I can only try to convince them. I cannot change and I cannot put in their mind. Now, alhamdulillah, my wife, she started to take it seriously. And now in some cases, she's even more smarter than me. She corrects me sometimes. Why? Because she took it to the next level. She started to write it down. She started to understand. So similarly, I'm trying to convince each one of you. Alhamdulillah, your intention is there. Alhamdulillah, the effort is there. But you're not utilizing the knowledge in the way you're supposed to. Okay?
Whose mic? Is it your mic by any chance?
My mic?
No,
I'm just wondering if somebody's mic is
your mic is breaking as well. I mean, it could be the internet connection. I don't know. I think I'm pretty loud and clear. Does anybody have issues listening to me or hearing me?
No.
We don't have a problem.
Okay. So anyhow, I'll give you the recording of this lecture again.
There is someone or sister called Fazla. That's where the noise is coming from.
Sister Fazilat? Okay.
Yeah.
Sister Fazilat. Okay. Now, is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Sister Fazilat. Okay. And she was the one who was complaining that she cannot hear me. That's okay. Okay. So, any questions for me before I log off?
Will this be posted on the YouTube?
Okay, so the YouTube video is already posted and the link is in the WhatsApp. And again, I know you don't have a WhatsApp. So I would tell your dad to get you a phone, man. You need to get a phone, Omar.
Not yet. I'm fine with my current phone.
What's that again? You have a phone?
I'm fine. Yeah, it's a flip phone though.
Okay, I tell you that get a smartphone and get a prepaid plan for 1 month, and that will give you a number. And after 1 month, you can disconnect your service, but you will still have the number, and your WhatsApp will work.
Okay.
It's the simplest solution, but you gotta have a simple smartphone, maybe not a fancy one, but something known as a smartphone, and then get a number after 1 month. And don't recharge your prepaid card, but you will have a number, and WhatsApp will recognize the number as your number, and you will be able to communicate with people through WhatsApp.
Okay, inshallah, I'll do it.
Okay. So because of that, I really have to go out of my way to send you email and stuff, because I know that if I don't, you will not know what we are doing. So you will help me with this, inshallah. Okay. So guys, homework for you again is to go over this lecture of Wahid Musanna Jama. What is Jama Salim? What is Jama Mukassar? Then there is a word list of Jama and plural, or like Wahid and plural. Also this website of where we saw the Surah Kahf, verse number 2. And if you review this, inshallah, then we will be making a lot of progress. Do I have your commitment now?
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So
Yes.
see you on Monday, inshallah.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair, brother Abid.
Jazakallah khair.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah khair.